The Eastern Cape is a land of wide horizons and deep roots. Here the rolling hills meet the ocean's edge, and ancient traditions live alongside the rhythms of modern life. Here, music is a way of connecting and remembering. My name is Lee, and I'm a voice movement therapy practitioner in South Africa. I travelled to Port Elizabeth and Pedi to meet Boniswa and Nokubonga, registered voice movement therapy practitioners who live and work in the local communities. Boniswa is the founder and director of Voice Movement Therapy Eastern Cape, a non-profit that uses voice and movement to support healing and community well-being. She serves as a Methodist minister and counsellor, working closely with families affected by gender-based violence, and partners with police departments and correctional services to extend this work. In her community, Boniswa is recognised as an elder, offering guidance and care.
How I came to voice movement therapy originally, I think it was 2009, we recruited to go and be participant or trainer at Int'l. As the time went on, I could see that there is something that is getting me, is taking me to an excitement, and I felt that something is going to make me, prove myself here. I am coming from the disadvantaged background where, as a little child, you want to share some ideas with your parents. They would say, no, get out. You are not invited up. You are not supposed to be looking at us when we talk. And you grew up in that manner, and you don't trust even the people that are around you. So all sorts of those things were moved little bit by little bit up until I get to know what is voice movement therapy about. Firstly, I learned that it's about me. You must take something that is not being wanted by your body out and leave the things that you feel they are wanted by your body, and you become an esteemed person. Coming back from the training, I was eager to collect my peers, other women around the community. I introduced voice movement therapy. But first, I introduced voice movement therapy to this lady that is in front, that I said she's the administrator. And she was so excited. We call upon all the ladies and men that wish to be part of voice movement therapy. And then we started campaigning, recruiting. We formed these papers. We told social development that we want to do this work for the community. We do awareness, making them aware that voice movement therapy Eastern Cape is an organization that can do wonders for people. At prison, I frequently go there. To do counseling with the inmates. They would come to me one by one. But there are times when I let them roll. We let them roll. I roll amongst them. And you find out they are laughing at me now. And you find everybody is lying down, rolling rolling. And after that, and let us stand up, and they tap the floor, and tap, Mathole, and I feel great because they do what is going to help them, open their voices. And after some few days, I will come again, and they will see me when I'm coming, and everybody would want to talk, would want to say, and by that time I'm having one by one. There is a guiding line for us. Our guiding line is our core business, which says we facilitate the alleviation of those physical and psychological factors which inhibit and restrict vocal expression in whatever we do. We do looking at the vocal expression of the person, of somebody who are dealing with.
The road to Pedi was shrouded in mist, and at times we drove through the clouds, hoping not to encounter a stray cow. I had not seen Nokubonga since 2012, and so it was a very happy reunion.
How are you?
Good, we made it.
My parents are from here.
Okay,
When I want things to get right in life, I come here.
You come here. These are your roots.
To my forefathers.
Nokubonga is a sangoma, a traditional healer whose work bridges the spiritual and the creative. As a voice movement therapy practitioner and art advocate, she brings healing through expression and connection. Her work focuses on uplifting women and children.
My name is Nokubonga Mathole. I'm a registered qualified voice movement therapist. I'm a 47-year-old with 4 kids. I started my training in 2012 and then I finished in 2017. I live in Pedi, in Wakamyana village. It's a deep rural village. I did my voice movement therapy training in Skumansuk, which is based in Int'l. The year that I did my training was 2012. It was fascinating, and it was interesting, but it took me a long time to engage and understand. Voice movement therapy training brought some light in me, because at first I was somebody who's quiet, but because during the training it is embedded that you must be vocal. So I've learned from there to be vocal, because I'm somebody who's always shy. But now at least I can say something if I don't like it. Then I was taught how to amplify the statements that I put down on the table and make them understandable to everyone. When I got my diploma, I realized I can stand someone, because if you don't have something to show that you are this person, then it means nothing to the people. The reason why voice movement is needed too much in the community, especially in the villages. People are cooperative here and they always seek help. And now that the training, the workshops, they come free of charge. For them, it's much easier to engage. The communities that I work with, it's rural and urban. And the age group is 18 to 47. Because at some point I wanted to work with the elders, but it's a bit difficult for me, hence I'm young. I think it will suit somebody at that age to deal with the elders. And then the way that I help them, I provide e-workshops, sometimes doing one-on-one. I prefer a group. For me, the burden is much lesser when there is a group. And then the challenges that they are facing is the families. Families are judging them because they went through what they went through, and they blame them for their actions. Yeah,
That's tough.
yeah, it's tough.
So people are carrying the things that have happened to them,
Yeah,
and then they're carrying judgment from their families.
yes. It's like even with me, all those incidents that took place in my life, I never shared them with anyone. The only chance that I get is to be with these groups, and then I share. I don't trust anyone from the family. And it's painful. I did an exercise for breathing today, and then also some movements. Yeah, I asked them to make a sound because I wanted to know how they feel. And then when you do that sound, I want to know why did you come up with this sound. When I do a voice movement therapy session with groups or a specific group, I prefer using sounding with breathing from first, and then the introduction. And then in the middle, I always fuse with music, because I feel like music is life and you can heal through music. Then at the end, other exercises. And then we can conclude with the talking. I sound different sounds, especially whistling, because I've got different whistles. So I like to make noise with them. Somebody who's listening won't understand what I'm doing, but I know it's healing for me. We've got the whistle that we use, we call it a vukutu. It's the round one. And then it makes that sound, that's a so I like that. I like that sound. Once I hear it in my ears, I feel goosebumps. And I could feel something is happening in my body. Because there's movement. I may be having challenges at the moment that I can't overcome, but I know when time permits, I will be fine. Even though this journey of mine is not easy as I thought it would be. Or whenever I think about voice movement therapy and the work that I do with my clients, the words that come or pop out, I think it's healing and being transformed and also joyful. Then you breathe in and out. But when I feel like things are not going good for myself, I know that this land is for my forefathers. Even though I never grew up here, but I adapted easily. But I was unaware that I'm a village girl. But when I got here, I felt some peace of mind. And I felt like this is where I should be.